Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Richard Prafit, the last dragon of the watch community. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Prafit, Rolex, and Real Estate channel. All right, I just wanted to make a quick little video about the greatest salesman I've ever seen. So let's roll my credits real quick, light this bad boy up, and we'll get into it. Cheers, family. All right, so recently I stayed at a hotel, right? Like last week. And I was there for about 2 weeks. And you know, when you're in a hotel, the you know, the housekeeping, whatever, they come and they say, if you're still in the room or whatever, they knock and say, do you need housekeeping? Do you need housekeeping? Now when you get housekeeping, whatever, I guess it depends on the hotel you stay at, but like the higher end hotels, because it was like this in Vegas, it was like this in Naples. So I know they're asking you, oh, can you, you know, we can't clean the room with anybody in it. You have to step out or whatever, right? So either you can leave now or we'll come back when you're not here. So they come and they knock and they say, do you need housekeeping? Do you need housekeeping? So here's my thing with that. We all know that, right? But so recently when I was at this hotel, there was the housekeeper was a guy, and you know, you push your card and you got sheets and you got towels, you got all this on the carts, right? So he would come to the room and he would just knock, and instead of saying, oh, housekeeping, do you need housekeeping, do you need housekeeping, he would knock and say housekeeping, and when you would come to the door, he would say, do you need towels? And that would like catch me so off guard. I'd be like, even though I may have wanted housekeeping, but with him saying, do you need towels? That just said, you know what? Yeah, you know, I'll just take towels and I'm good. You don't even gotta come in here. And he had a big smile on his face, and he would give you a big bunch of towels, and you would close the door, and he would check off your room that he gave you a room housekeeping. When in reality, all he did was say, do you need towels? With a big smile, and he closed you. Sorry about that. And he would close you like that. He would just say, do you need towels? And, you know, and he catches you off guard. And usually you're going to think about it and just say, yeah, you know what? Just give me towels. It was crazy. So, and I remember one day even his cart, he like had passed by my room, because I think I had the do not disturb, you know, hanging on the door. And so I heard him passing by with the cart, and I opened the door and I said, hey, you know, and I said, hey, and he turns around, and before I even say, oh, you know, we need housekeeping in here, he turns around and smiles and says, do you need towels? And I'm like, yeah, all right, I need towels, you know. And I just took the towels, and you know, it got me so that I was like, I gotta ask this guy for something. This guy is closing me, and he's not really even selling me. So I was like, and I need a box of Kleenex too. And he goes, you need Kleenex? And he makes like this big show. Like he gives me a magic show. He runs to his cart and he runs back over with a box of Kleenex and he gives it to me. And I'm like, and he stands there looking, and I'm like, I felt like he went the extra mile for me, even though he was doing less than what he should be doing, because he wasn't giving me housekeeping. He was just giving me towels and giving me a box of Kleenex, which I should be getting every night anyway. So he made me feel so good that he was going over and above for me. I reached in my pocket and I gave him $20. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. It was crazy. So I say that to say this, that I feel like this guy here is probably one of the best salesmen I've ever seen. He identified the product. He identified the buyer, potential buyer, which is you. And no matter what field you're in, sales, and this guy, just solidified that fact. No matter what field you're in, sales is everything. So people say, oh, you can't be a salesman in housekeeping. No, yes, you can. You know how? Do you need towels? And that's it. He goes by, he goes ahead with his day. Yeah, I just thought that was amazing. I think this guy, if he ever wants to get out of housekeeping, I told him, if you're ever in New York, you want to get out of housekeeping, give me a call. I was so impressed with this guy. I gave him my cell phone number, my personal cell phone number. And I said, if you're ever in New York, if you ever find yourself moving to New York, I'm going to give you my phone number, and call me up if you're looking for a job, and I'll find some place to throw you in there, because this guy, whatever field he lands in, he's a closer. He's a closer. I mean, whether you're selling houses, you're selling cars, you're selling life insurance, you're selling watches, you're selling beautiful watches, or you're in housekeeping, if you're a closer, you're a closer, no matter what field you're in. And again, everything is sales. I tell people everything is sales. Give me a second. Now, people would argue, oh no, housekeeping is not sales. Yeah, explain that. You want housekeeping, you want them to come in, change the sheets, do whatever. And as soon as you open the door, he beats you to the punch and sells you what he's got. You know what I mean? Doesn't sell you what you want. He sells you what he's got, and he makes you think what you want is what he's selling. Hello? Do you need towels? That guy was awesome. I wish I would have taped him asking people, do you need towels? I mean, he was closing room after. I sat back and I watched him in a couple of days, and he was closing room after room after room after room. Do you need towels? I wish I would have filmed him and I would have shared it here with the family. This guy was amazing. I was truly impressed with him. I was so impressed with him that I told Cookie, look, this guy here is the best salesman I've ever seen. And she's like, what do you mean? Who are you talking about? The housekeeping? I was like, yeah, but this is the story with the housekeeping. And I explained it to him with the big smile and the do you need towels? And she was like, wow, that is great. That is amazing. And, at the end of the day, what do you really need? Do you need them to come in and vacuum your room? Maybe, every other day or couple of days, whatever, you might need them to change the sheets. But really, day by day, what really are you using in the hotel? The towels, really. Maybe a box of Kleenex. So this guy got right to the point. He knows what you need, and he gives you exactly what you need with no fluff, no extraness, no foolishness. Do you need towels? I thought this guy was amazing. And cheers to you, my friend. If you're ever in the greater metropolitan area of New York City, give me a call and, you know, we'll throw you in there somewhere. I definitely got room for you. Or, you know, I'm in Florida a lot this year. I'm going to be in Florida more than I am in New York this year. So, hey, maybe I steal you away from the hotel. And if you're watching this, you got my number, baby. All right. I'm your host, Richard Prafit, the Last Dragon. I just wanted to make that video real quick about the greatest salesman in the world. I mean, to me, this guy can sell anything. He's just, you know, he's not selling a high-ticket item, but this guy put his mind to it. He can sell you anything. Hey, he sold me towels for 14 days in a row. I'm your host, Richard Prafit. This is the Last Dragon of the watch community. This is the Prafit, Rolex, and Real Estate channel. And shout out to all my watch boys, my watch enthusiasts, the watch family. If you are a watch lover, Rolex enthusiast, Rolex lover, check us out on Sunday nights where we talk Rolex the real way. All right, I'm out now. I gotta go. Bye.